colors and they was black and yellow.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 17. Lots to catch you up on. We'll start at Lambeau Field. The Packers at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the Ravens wideout. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Ravens win the battle of the heavyweights in what could very well end up being a Super Bowl preview. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the third-year man, Bryce Young. Thinking about throwing, then decides to run. He's in for a 10-yard touchdown. The Panthers come away with a 4-point victory. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. The Chiefs come away with the victory, and that's now 4 in a row. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of white over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. But tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40. possession, he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. John Jenkins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Rodgers going to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Got a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Jackson. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 and 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2 but only got 1. 4th down. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Able to slither by. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that moment. That one out wide and intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Luke now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
To throw is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
And the Steelers first down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been effective with the ball in his hands all season long. The NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdowns scored on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And he is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Another catch for him there, and the number is starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
And the Raven first down.
And Jackson throwing once more. He finds Hopkins complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
No gain for the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Hopkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
That's complete once again to Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down. Jackson now. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. To throw is Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 7-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Shoves him aside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the give, it's Warren. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A handoff for Warren. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Travis Jones makes a tackle. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Running left, it's Warren. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
In a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Wiggins on the coverage.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Throwing, Jackson to Henry. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
The handoff running left, Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Steelers 21.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. We've seen him do this many times in green and gold. Now he'll try to do it in black and gold. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers down 28-21. 26 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Ravens first down.
Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. On his loop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Steelers.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Now after the touchdown, loop back out to kick this one away. So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner. Then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in. I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better.
Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in KC. The Chiefs at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And this is Rashee Rice. He had 2 touchdown catches a week ago. How about 2 more touchdowns in this one? The Chiefs are moving on. The number 3 seed takes care of business in front of their home fans. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Teteroa McMillan. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Panthers make a statement. They are not to be taken lightly. The number 6 seed knocks off the number 3. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Tony Pollard. He's going to take this one in, 7 yards on the rushing touchdown. The Titans get it done in dominant fashion. They cruise into the divisional round next weekend. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ty, back with another banger, back with another video. So we played week 18. We we was in the division, so we missed the wild card. We already had won a lot of games. So that's why I had showed you the weekly recap, the coach decision, and stuff like that. But next video coming out, look like we'll be facing the Buffalo Bills in the division. Pretty excited, pretty excited. Um, I'm gonna do a weekly recap to end this video. Got a couple of minutes left. Well, I have a lot of minutes, but we won't be playing this game. That's for another video. But we will be playing the Buffalo Bills, and just to show you guys how the wild card went, we're gonna watch this weekly recap, and then I will do another video showing you guys. But it's been a good season this year, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Had a lot of ups and downs. Before I get into that, like I told you guys, I was trying to show you guys the abilities and stuff, but the reason why I didn't change it because when I tried to, the game somehow took off the superstar. I don't think y'all remember, but it was one it was one video that it showed me. I can't remember who I was playing, but it did show that I was just a star for some reason. So you got to be careful when you switching your abilities, because if you switch your abilities a lot, you'll get into a game showing that you a star. So to fix that, I went into practice and I had to keep resetting my game. Not play a game, but I had to keep resetting it once I was in practice. And basically when I resetted it, like basically turn off my game, turn it back on, pretty much. Just keep, you basically got to take them off of the X factor, put them at normal, the normal trait, and then you have to put them back at X factor. And that's how I got that ability back. So we're not going we're not gonna change up nothing no more, just due to that. And also, I'm just gonna keep double me only because I don't really need the defensive badges. Like I told you guys, because I am a 99, I know how to play corner. Um, I more needed more for offense than defense. So that's the reason why I just kept it at double me. I know I promised you guys I was gonna do put other abilities, but that conservative catch on the ability, it would help a lot, but that double me, if you get that X factor, it's easy to go one on one. So, but yeah, but watch we about to watch the recap. But before I get into the recap, to explain you guys about the draft. So like I said, all these guys that we got, or they were I can't speak, but they were generic. So these are no real people in real life. This is no 2026 draft class that's supposed to be going to NFL. These are all generics. I don't really do that. Even though I got my college, I didn't really care about none of that. But PR, after whether we win or lose the division, like I said, I plan to win it. I'm only gonna do it one time. So if I win, we move on to the AFC Championship. If we lose, then we'll be pretty much be going into the draft. Um, I'm still debating if I want to watch the draft. I might watch it. I don't know. Most of the time before any Madden, before I started doing YouTube, I pretty much just simmed it. But I might watch it this time because I did correct 32 players, kept their names, but just added their gear and their stats to pretty much see where they was going. So, like I said, next year coming up, I will do the preseason also all three games. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it just so you can see who we playing and stuff like that. But I don't know if this is actually how the draft is going to look. Like I said, a lot of stuff can change when draft night actually happens. I do know that not trying to be funny. Um, I don't feel like doing the draft, even though I do have control over the head coach, which is the female. I don't feel like doing all that. So we probably watch a little bit, send it, and then get into our preseason game. Or I might just do a video of how the off season looks. But this is pretty much supposedly how the draft is going to look for the first round. But as you guys can see, if you look up here, most of this stuff, it says round 2 or 3, round 1. So I don't know if these guys really gonna go round one, even though I got them at between a 99 to I think a 89, 87, something like that. So we're just gonna see how the draft gonna go. But like I said, that's gonna be after whether we win the Super Bowl or we don't. But like I said, I am playing on the hardest settings, and then we'll get into our weekly recap. So if you guys can see, because the boy about to go grab some food, be off for a little bit. But as you guys can see, I'm gonna keep it up here for a little minute. We are playing on the all Madden settings with competitive. Like I said, you can't when you play competitive, that's the highest. You got arcade, you got simulation, and you got competitive. Then obviously you got rookie, pro, all Madden. So that's what I'm playing on, all Madden competitive. And if you guys can see, it's pretty much like online ranked and tournament default where stick skills are king. So pretty much that's the highest you can go. Make sure I still got it up there because I like playing on the hardest settings. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what's going on. You got edit, draft stuff, so we're just gonna put everybody very strong. Like I said, I want to have the most competitive season next year to see how these guys do. So we're gonna put very strong for all of. I haven't done this until now, so yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. Very excited for tonight, for the Super Bowl, for everything. But yeah, I just had to show that. So let's get into this weekly recap. See how, even though I can already tell you guys who won and stuff. The Colts lost to Buffalo. The Chiefs beat the Broncos. Tennessee beat New England. And then for the division, you got the Baltimore and Buffalo. Then you got Kansas City and Tennessee. That's on the AFC side. On the NFC side, you had the Eagles versus the Hawks. Seahawks. The Seahawks won their division going against Green Bay. You had the Panthers versus Tampa Bay. Panthers won that, so you got the Panthers and LA for the division, and then LA versus New York. LA took that. So for the division, you got Seahawks, Buffalo, Kansas City, Titans. You got Green Bay, Seahawks, LA, and the Panthers. So it's gonna be a good game. Like I said, if I lose, I'll still show you who won that Super Bowl and stuff. But with further ado, let's get into this weekly recap, and then I'll be out.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in KC. The Chiefs.
And this weekly recap, I missed the other one, but this weekly recap is pretty much about the basically the wild card round.
Game coming right here. The Chiefs will live to fight another.
So that boy Rice was doing his thing out there, breaking tackles. Pretty excited when we play, guys, but I'm not gonna put all this gameplay in one.
Let's look in on the Buccaneers.
See how the Panthers beat Tampa Bay.
And this is Teteroa.
So it was a good screen pass.
He was wreaking havoc on the secondary all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown grabs on the afternoon.
So Boyd had 3 touchdowns, so he actually was going off for the Panthers, number 4.
They're moving on to the divisional round.
Then you had the Titans, and then you had the New England Patriots.
It's the Patriots taking on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Tony Pollard. All he needs is a crease, and he finds it. That's a
so Tony Pollard was doing his thing, 30-6 for that one.
The Titans prove they're a force to be reckoned with. The number 5 seed advances with a road win.
So guys,
until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us.
So guys, that was your wild card. My bad, I didn't show the week 18, but that was your wild card. Your wild card weekly recap. So like I said, we finna get ready to head out, but it was a very good game from the teams, and I'll show it again. This is my next video And I'm only going to do one video at a time with the weekly recap when we get into the next game if we win. So this is what we got, guys. Pretty excited. Like I said, pretty excited to see what them new draft people that I made, see what they going to do. But all that's going to be in the next coming up video. But until then, your boy is out. Boy, about to go grab some Zaxby's. If you know, you know. Zaxby's a good place to go if you want some food, for real. But with that being said, y'all, I'm out. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the love. I know this is coming in at the end of the video, but I didn't realize I was going to be doing all this. But I decided, since we already passed that wild card, why not just put that in week 18? So the title I'm probably going to have for this is probably going to be week 18 / wild card recap / draft class coming in. So that's what gonna be. And then also I'll probably put the female decision just for that little bit. You know how she was basically talking to Lamar. The goal I had for Lamar was to throw a lot of touchdowns. I don't think he got to that goal, but it ain't hurting us. I mean, he still got us here to the he pretty much got us here to the division round. And if I could go to their stats, so passing yards, Mahomes right now is the best with 38 touchdowns. Rushing yards was from McCaffrey. This was supposed to be week 18. So he had the best. Receiving yards, it seemed like the Giants got it. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not up there. What I can do is before I do go, yeah, if you guys could see, yeah, we're not, yeah. So we not really up there because it says I had 37 receptions for 624 yards. I don't know if that's true, but let's go to the season. Yeah, so I didn't have that much. Lamar, he was close, but he wasn't close. He only threw for 37 touchdowns. I'm gonna go to just me real quick. The receiving, I had 37 receiving. I had 37 catches for receiving 624 yards with 7 touchdowns. Now, I don't think that's true. I believe I had more touchdowns than that, but because I be switching my guy from wide receiver to cornerback, I don't know if it changes it a lot. Because I pretty much know I pretty much had more than that. Trying to go down to, yeah, so they took me off. So that's the only thing I ain't liking about this. It won't show you my defensive stat only because once you switch it, so when I probably switched from cornerback that one time, it probably took off all my stuff that I had. So, I mean, it kind of makes me mad because I really wanted to see what I did. I know for a fact every other game I had 3 to 4 interceptions with at least a touchdown from one of them interceptions. So I don't know why if I'm looking up here it doesn't show. Madden need to fix that. I don't think you should have mods just to show that you could be a 2-star. So that's the only thing about Madden that I don't like. And it's not Madden's fault. It's the people that be showing their gameplay. So you must have mods or something to be a 2-star. Because Travis Hunter's not even a 2-star. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I'm going to show that real quick. So if I go over here to, and then I'm going to get off. If I go over here to the roster, right, I can go to Jacksonville. And this is why I try to say that. If you go over here to Jacksonville, you go over here to wide receiver, you got Travis Hunter, right? Which he's hurt right now. But they don't, if you go to the boy, he don't have and my bad, I try to go in there and edit him, not to give him, but the game won't let me put back his gear on, so I'm not worried about that no more. But if you go over here to his traits and stuff like that, or you just go to his stuff, if you look up there, it just have him at receiver. Now he does play at corner, but I don't know if the game puts him at corner. But obviously, if you guys look, he's not over there at corner. If I go to the deploy chart, right? I go to the Jacksonville, right? And this is what I was trying to say. Somebody must have had mods to do this. If you go over here to wide receiver, now, yeah, if I go over here to wide receiver, you will see that because he's hurt, he's not in, but you won't see him up there. Even if he was up there, you won't see him up there. And then if you look at his stuff, it don't even say he a two-way star. So I just think people had mods showing you guys that. So that's why when I play guys, it won't allow me, and I'm not going to change it, but it won't allow me to honestly put a two-way star. So moving forward, Madden need to fix that. They don't even have that ability that says you could be a switch army knife. So I don't know how. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, go to look up Madden 26, the superstar abilities. They lied and said that you could be a two-way superstar. I don't know how the hell y'all sit back and put that on the game, and it's not even on the game. I'm on the PS5, so it does not make it fun. I did all this because I thought that I was going to be able to be a Switch Army Knight. But like I said, I'm not too mad because, playing it, this is what I was looking forward to. But it's still fun. The franchise mode is still fun. They brought weekly recaps, which is not nothing too big. But before, you never could see what another team was doing. You only could see what your team was doing. They never had that. So it's pretty fun to see that. But that's all I had to show you guys. You got up here, they got Sauce Walker for interceptions. Then for tackles, they got T. Beffin, whatever his name is. So honestly, guys, I will probably be more of interceptions because if you guys look, I had 5 interceptions in one game. That's more than what Sauce Gardner had with the Colts. So if you go back and look at the stats, I do put my stats up there sometimes. I would have been up there interception. Now for receiving, I probably didn't beat that dude off of the New York Giants, but I know for a fact for my interceptions I had it. And I'm not going to change me being a cornerback because if I change me being a cornerback, I'll only have defensive stuff. It won't even be wide receiver stuff. So that's why I just kept it at me being a wide receiver because that ability that has double me is good. Like I said, because I'm a 99 overall anyway, it's easier for me to do picks. Now, sometimes I do get beat. Sometimes I do. The man do juke me. I can't lie. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have something on offense because it's hard to score on offense rather than I'm playing defense. It's easy for me to play defense, get a pick, but it's hard to get in that zone for offense. So I do realize that I have to target my guy a lot. Sometimes I don't target him with Lamar is because I don't want to throw a pick. As you guys can see, on competitive mode, it's so easy to throw a pick. If you play in simulation, it's not going to be so hard to throw a pick. Sometimes they might pick it, but most of the time they're going to drop it. So this is when you actually playing on the hardest of the hard. And like I said, the only way you could do that is if you honestly have a 99 player. If you don't have nothing that's over 90, really 95, the game is going to sell you. I'm going to put it like that. The game is going to sell you. It's going to make it very hard for you to do anything. That's why I put them at a 99 so I can have an advantage. It's still hard though, but yeah. But with that being said, guys, I'm out. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the love. I got it up to almost an hour video, trying to get everything in, if you know what I mean. But that's everything that's coming in, guys. Like I said, I'm pretty happy that we are in the division. One thing I am going to say is after I play my division next video, I'll show you the AFC. Hopefully, I will get to play in the Pro Bowl, not with my guy, but let's say I lose this game or I lose in the AFC. Hopefully this year around they actually got it where you could play in the Pro Bowl. I remember a couple Maddens back, they had it where if you didn't win in your playoffs, you always got to go in the Pro Bowl if you had Pro Bowl status. So hopefully, and I don't want to lose. I want to actually win. If you win, but I don't want to just sim. So hopefully, guys, I do get to play in the Pro Bowl with everybody else and see how the Pro Bowl actually do. But like I said, I don't know if they're actually going to do it this year. I have to look it up and see, can you actually play in the Pro Bowl? But yeah, with that being said, I know I've been talking for a long time. I'm out.